This is my comeback. Start yours today at purdueglobal.edu.
Israeli forces conducted fresh raids in the occupied West Bank on Wednesday, and Palestinian emergency services said an airstrike in the city of Tubas killed 5 people. The Israeli military confirmed the strike, which it said hit an armed militant group, but gave no details. Israeli soldiers were seen patrolling the streets of Tubas. Entrances and exits from the city were sealed off. Cell phone video showed military trucks and bulldozers rolling in. The security forces have been conducting a series of operations in the northern West Bank for the past 2 weeks, with extended raids in Tubas, Jenin, and Tulkarm. All 3 cities have a heavy presence of armed factions, including Hamas, Islamic Jihad, and Fatah. In a separate incident in the city of Tulkarm, the Israeli military said troops backed by police and intelligence services killed an armed militant. Residents there reported being forced from their homes. This resident of Tulkarm told Reuters that Israeli soldiers had destroyed his house with explosives and leveled the remains with a bulldozer. Violence has surged in the West Bank since the start of the war in Gaza. More than 680 Palestinians have been killed in the West Bank since the Hamas-led attack on Israel on October 7th. In the same period, Israel's domestic security agency says about 40 Israeli troops and civilians have been killed in attacks by Palestinians or in clashes with fighters. On Wednesday, a Palestinian allegedly crashed this fuel truck into a bus stop near a Jewish settlement, critically wounding 1 Israeli. The Israeli army said the suspect driving the vehicle was shot and killed.
Hey, Shalom. Call Allah Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the bishop, elders, and the brothers on down. Yeah, this is going to be, as you can see, Israeli strikes kill at least 6 in West Bank, okay? You heard the man. They leveled it out. They flatlined his home, These things must come to pass, man. That's the only way we're going to move forward. That's the only way we get to the kingdom, man. These things have to come, okay? Yeah, Shalaki, let me get this real quick. That was okay. Beautiful. Okay, that's a good precept right there. Okay, here we go. All right. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For a nation shall rise against nation. Well, let me read up a little bit, right? Okay, yeah, these things must come to pass, man. Okay, we don't get to choose the bitter. We don't get to choose what type of bitter we go through. We don't get to choose the sweet, but we do. Hey, we do see what's playing out, as the Lord said, Matthew chapter 24, verse. I'll start at 4. And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Okay. And no man can deceive the elect, because they have the understanding that these prophecies are coming to pass, man. Okay, so for somebody to say there's not going to be war, it's going to be good, everything's going to be all peachy and gravy, they can't deceive us. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many, right? Okay, and we know that they can't deceive us because we know how Yahawashi is going to come back, right? Yahawashi is coming back, in that great cloud with the archangels, Michael Allah. Okay, Michael Allah, the archangel, and to wage war on this place. Okay, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And that's the thing, we are hey, the rumors of wars, we kind of past that, man. It's wars going on now. Okay, all right. It says and see that ye be not troubled. Okay, and why the Lord is saying that? Because there's many more things that we have to go through than the beginning of it. Okay, for all things must come to pass, and that's the title of this lesson. For all things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The Lord showing you that things still have to go. Things still have to come. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, verse 9, then after all the beginning of sorrow, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Okay. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. Okay, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's why Yahawashi is telling you. Okay, verse 6, Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. All right. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. And that's why he's telling you that. For these things must come to pass. Verse 13, jumping down to verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right. The one that's going to endure to the end is going to see all these things coming to pass. That's why the Lord is telling you, man. These little things, these little upfights, it's not little, okay, but it is on when you're talking about the mass scale of things, it is a small portion, okay. When you're talking about Babylon the Great being destroyed by Russia, these things are small, man. Okay, the things that the rumors of war that's happening now are minute things that we have to constantly endure until the bigger things, and we still got to endure with those things, right? Let's get I think I saw a good one in there because it spoke about grab that Luke chapter 21 verse 11. Let me get that full chapter. Okay. Luke chapter 21 verse Okay, 7. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? Verse 8. And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. All right. These are the pinpoints on when we know the time is coming near, and these things are going on as of now. Verse 9, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, and that's what we think, that's what we hear. Be not terrified, for these things must come first to pass. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Okay. Verse 10, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdoms against kingdom. Okay. Verse 11, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Verse 12, okay, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. Okay, so the Lord is telling you that these things must come to pass. Okay, they gotta come to pass. All right, the end is not by and by. So let's grab I think it was another one linked to that. Let me double check. Yep, Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Okay, the Lord is going to show these signs like a blood moon, time of war. Okay, let me go ahead and get Mark 13 and 7. Oops, Slakia. Okay, and we can try the NOT. We can try it. Okay, Mark chapter 13 verse 7. And you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. See, that's beautiful, man. Okay, because you'll think you're on your way out, and the MOT, the chip, the Mark's barbecue chip ain't even come out yet. Was fully fully implemented into this whole society as a new currency. So yeah, these things must come to pass, man. Okay, these things gotta come to pass. Oh, I think I got another scripture. Let me grab Revelation. Let me go here. Revelation 6:4. Okay. 6:4. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Okay, Revelation chapter 6:4. NOT. Then another horse appeared, a red one. Its rider was given a mighty sword and the authority to take peace from the earth, and there was war and slaughter everywhere. Okay, so these things got to come to pass, man. All right. Okay, let me see. Okay, we can just jump back on those videos. Jump back to this right here.
Here he is now.
And this this Reuters was given by Apostle Hart, that I've heard. Good news site, okay, worldwide news site. You can subscribe to them. They're pretty good. We're bringing some information out, okay?
Trying to make sense of all this data.
Just get Sasvaya.
Sasvaya? Ah! No!
Oh, wow.
The quickest way from 1 billion points of data to a...
Okay, you see the floods.
People in
Okay.
Vietnam's
As Vietnam's flood waters abate, repair needs surge. Okay, all right, that's part of that. That's part of that Luke chapter 21 verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights. Okay. And then with Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay.
began to clean up as water levels gradually receded on Thursday. The severe flooding was caused by Typhoon Yagi, the strongest storm to hit Asia this year. It brought heavy...
Hey, these things must come to pass, man.
England in the 1800s they were using Australia as a penal colony for prisoners, and
Hurricane Francine is giving U.S. ports a battering. The storm made landfall in southern Louisiana on Wednesday, packing sustained winds of up to 75 miles per hour. These pictures were shot in the port of Houma, which was forced to shut. Facilities in New Orleans and elsewhere also had to close.
Okay, the point is not to just play the whole video, kind of give you an understanding of what's going on out there. Look at that.
Let's be clear, we must condemn firmly what was the horrible terror attacks that Hamas has produced. But then afterwards, we have witnessed a series of military interventions by Israel in Gaza. with a level of death and destruction that has no parallel in my times as Secretary General. Fortunately, the institutions we have shown an enormous difficulty in making sure that accountability takes place. We have courts, but we see that the decisions of courts are not respected, and it is this kind of limbo of accountability that is totally unacceptable, and that requires also a serious reflection, namely in the context of the Summit of the Future and in the context of all attempts to do a serious reform of our institutions.
Okay, so hey, these things have been being brought. You know, it says UN chief decries lack of accountability for staff deaths in Gaza. So these things are being talked about, man. All right, these things are being talked about. Okay, this is 1 day ago. These things are recent, man. The news is flooded.
Where are you?
September 10th, 2024. These things are flooded, man. Hey, the Lord making these things happen, okay? All right. The Lord is making these things happen.
The families of the 13 service members who
Yeah, and so much news, man. So much news. Okay. Let's jump down to Matthew. Okay, Matthew chapter 24, verse 22 of verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation. Okay. Yeah, let's do something real quick. Salakia. Let me get Jeremiah 4, verse 19. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 19. Oh, my anguish, I writhe in pain. Oh, the agony of my heart. Okay, does that sound familiar? Sounds like Second Ezra's. Woe is me, who would deliver me in that day, right? My heart pounds within me. I cannot keep silent, for I have heard the sound of the trumpet. I have heard the battle cry. Okay, so these things are coming to pass, man. Okay. The evil days are among us. Okay. And we are to look forward to it, man. So jumping back to Matthew. Salakia, let me get in there. Okay, I'm tripping. Okay, jumping back to Matthews. All right. Which one did I use? That one. Salakia. Okay, jumping back to Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. All right, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, see that ye be not troubled. Okay, so the Lord gave us command, man. You know, he told us these things were going to come. So we shouldn't be amazed by it. We shouldn't be amazed by it. We shouldn't be, you know, caught off guard by it. Okay, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, and the end is not here yet, man. Until the Lord crack the skies, man. Okay, you cannot be deceived. Okay? Until the Lord come. And it's going to be a big distinction that you can tell that's the Lord. You know, the Lord is going to come. Every eye is going to behold him. And you're going to be able to tell with no problem. It's going to be the Lord. Yahawashi. It says right here. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay. So, yeah, these things must come to pass. You know, and it's gonna continue to go. It's gonna continue to happen until the time Yahawashi returns back. Okay, so we're gonna constantly seeing things happening in this world. All right, horrible things. Okay, people dying on top of bodies, earthquakes, hurricanes, and all these different things. But see that the time is not, you know, it's not finished. Okay. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Okay, so Shalom, call all Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Shalom to the I'm gonna give double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, and Shalom to the elders on Shalom to the brothers on down, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.